21 of the Free Flow Video Challenge, and today we're going to speak a little bit about inflammation. So inflammation is really at the root of a lot of things, so it's important to kind of understand what is it, what's going on, and what does it mean to you. So first and foremost, inflammation is an acute immune response. It's an innate immune response, and then you have acute inflammation, you have chronic inflammation. So the innate immune response is something that kind of fires up automatically, that's kind of going on all the time. Your immune system, your white blood cells, neutrophils, macrophages are kind of constantly patrolling, the bloodstream. You're inside your stomach and making sure that there's no wounds, nothing that they need to take care of, clean up. And what's happening when you get that type of acute immune response is you actually have, you might be familiar, you have like swelling, redness, some heat, and maybe some associated pain, and the body, will swell up, and the arterioles will fill up with blood, they'll dilate, which makes it thus more permeable, so that blood proteins and the macrophages and neutrophils can get in there and clean up all the microorganisms or whatever is happening and start to heal, right? But what happens a lot of times is you start getting this chronic inflammation that's over time and is perpetuated maybe months, potentially even years, and then ultimately has an effect in the body, leading to things like heart disease, cancer, arthritis, tuberculosis, lupus, these types of conditions that happen over a period of time. So chronic inflammation, the body doesn't stop. It's really not a matter of stopping it. It's just a matter of healthy inflammation, because you need to have it, right? It's our body's way of taking care of ourselves and making sure that all the systems are in check and are in balance and you're healthy. So what happens though is we have these external stimuli like toxins in our environment, the things that we're starting to eat, what we're being exposed to is now starting to stimulate, stress for that matter, starting to stimulate an inflammatory response to the point now where you have culmination of lots of different factors leading to these chronic diseases. So particularly for GMO, right? We have no idea when you eat something that's GMO, how is it affecting you and your body? It has taken thousands and millions of years for our bodies to evolve to get to the point where we are today, to where now in the last 10,000 years, for example, we just started doing agriculture 10,000 years ago. So whole grains haven't really been a part of our diet for very long. We've evolved over millions of years. 1.3 to 1.8 million years ago, we had the first time we saw humans had stone tools and started making fires. So you can think that's millions of years that we've evolved. So in just 10,000 years, we're radically changing what we're consuming, let alone now with GMOs, and let alone with serious processed foods like high fructose corn syrup, white bread. So we no longer even have the whole grains. Now we've got these processed grains, and the body's like, what the heck, right? So you have this inflammatory response kind of being stimulated, overproduction of the foods, and fast-paced lifestyles, and lots of stress going on, and over time then we get these chronic diseases, and it's like no wonder all this stuff is starting to get crazy. So we'll continue the conversation about inflammation, but just to kind of turn you on to it, because inflammation is happening all the time, right? Little bits of it, acute, is okay and good. In fact, part of the aging process is aging, it's inflammation. So it's natural, it's just when it gets to heightened levels and prolonged lengths that we have to start paying attention. So until next time, you guys, we'll talk then. All right, much love.